Tariffs are like taxes on stuff we buy from other countries. They make those things more expensive. Right now there's a big tariff fight between the US and China. This matters to you because it affects the price of your phone, your computer, even your car. These tariffs aren't just about money though. They're about who controls the world's most important technology. We're talking about things like semiconductors, the tiny brains inside all our gadgets, and rare earth elements, special materials used in everything from smartphones to fighter jets. These tariffs are causing a lot of uncertainty in the global economy. Businesses don't know what things will cost next month. And consumers are getting hit with higher prices. It's a complicated situation, but it's important to understand what's going on. The US government has slapped big tariffs on goods imported from China. This includes things like semiconductors, which are used in almost all electronics. Some tariffs are as high as 60%. That means a chip that used to cost $100 now costs $160. Why is the US doing this? They say it's to protect American jobs and businesses. They argue that China isn't playing fair in the global trade game, but these tariffs are also hurting American companies that rely on Chinese imports. Take Apple, for example. They make iPhones in China using Chinese-made parts. These tariffs make iPhones more expensive to produce. Apple could raise prices, but that might make people buy fewer iPhones. It's a tough spot to be in. China isn't just sitting back and taking it. They've hit back with their own tariffs on US goods. But more importantly, they've restricted the export of rare earth elements. These are crucial materials used in all sorts of high-tech products. China controls a huge chunk of the world's rare earth production. So when they restrict exports, it sends shockwaves through the global economy. Suddenly it's much harder and more expensive for companies to get the materials they need to make their products. This is a big problem for companies like Tesla, which need rare earths for their electric car batteries. It's also a problem for defense contractors who need these materials for weapon systems. China's move has put the US in a bind. So, what does all this mean for you and me? Simply put, we're going to see higher prices for a lot of things we buy. Remember that black magic design camera that used to cost $5,000? Add another $500 to the price tag. And that's just one example. Laptops, smartphones, cars, they're all likely to get more expensive. And it's not just about price. The tariffs are also disrupting supply chains. That means you might have to wait longer to get the products you want. Remember the chip shortage a few years back? This is like that, but potentially worse. The tariff war is creating a lot of uncertainty and volatility in the market, but it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to navigate this turbulence and even profit from it. We'll talk about some of those strategies in the next section.